What's good, everybody? The green one has returned. I hope you guys like the lighting. Tapestry matches it. But I want to talk to you guys about something today. Get a little personal on not really deep, but like something just got confirmed 2 days ago with me and my parents. So I want to talk to you guys about that. I don't have any contact with them at all from this point on. And how I feel about that? Peace. Cool. And I really genuinely feel good about that. Like, I don't need them. Especially if they're gonna be like that, I don't need them. I can move on and move around. They are toxic. They're toxic not only to me, but to their own family. A biohazard spill, if I should say. We gotta move around them. And it's sad to say that, but like, there's too much years I put into trying to get them to, like, come on, for real. It's not like that. I'm not doing this for like another year. So let's get into it. As you guys, as I told you guys before, in I think the first video I did, it was me that I'm gay. I am in a relationship with my man, and they are against that very heavily hearted. Okay, so they went to extreme measures on my reasonings of being that or being this way. Damaged their families, like, relationships, like all of them, from both sides, my dad's side and my mom's side. They are just so I want to start off with when they found out that I was gay, or that I'm gay. I told everybody except for them, and I told people who I knew weren't really gonna care, like through text message. I told them to do that. But the only reason why I told them, the only reason why I was telling them do like text message like that, because I was waiting for a moment to like kind of tell everybody, but like my man was like, no, you gonna tell them. So I was like, oh, okay, shoot, okay, no matter. So I started telling everybody that I like kind of cared, but I told them, I was like, I'm gonna tell my parents though, like face to face. I want to do that when my car gets fixed, because mind you, my car was broken down and everything. I was going through some tough times through all of that, trying to come out to everybody. My car was broken down. I was gone, homeless, It was a lot. So I had to work with one thing at a time. And by the time I got my car running and everything, I was willing to like meet up with my parents. But this is when I found out that, because my mom and dad and them had an RV, they would move around in RVs and stuff. So this is around the time I found out that they sold their RV, and I didn't know what they was doing. Like, they were gonna get a house, get into the RV. I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. So, actually no, this was before that. Because they didn't know. When they didn't know, they still had the RV. Apologize for that. I just didn't know where they were parked or where they would go, or like where they were stationed at. And at the time too, like, I wasn't finna be driving around going too far with a car that I didn't trust like that. The only thing that I trusted doing was making me money on DoorDash. That was the only thing I was relying for it. Depending on it for. I don't know why. Sorry, excuse me. But I was only depending on my car for DoorDash. I'm not really trying to go travel here, there, this, that, this, even though DoorDash was requiring a lot. If making money was going here, 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 I'm going to do that. And it's immediate money. So I'd rather do that. And I maybe was making good money, so like I would get like rooms for me and my man, like, cause it was just me and him like going through this. We would get hotel rooms and everything. We would be alright, and have to do the same thing the next day. I had no time to be really trying to look for my parents. They'd just be like, hey, yo, I'm gay. And then have to sit there and hear like a lot of crap. Hear so much that I didn't necessarily need to go through at that moment. One moment. My phone is at 10%. Don't want this dying on me in the middle of this. Okay, so I believe I was at the point where I was talking about DoorDashing and getting, I would just pick it up from there. So yeah, I'd be DoorDashing, getting the hotel room, waking up, having to do the same thing over and over again. Didn't have time to be trying to pop in on my parents, telling them, yo, I'm gay, and having to sit there and go through a lecture about the Most High this and the Most High that, basically them telling me I'm weak and everything, and like all this. I didn't have time for that, and they weren't going to be telling me about my situation. They were going to be telling me that God is putting me in this situation because of this. I didn't got time for that. Leave me alone with all that. If you're not gonna help me with this right here, if you're not gonna be, you look at where you guys are. You guys are in an RV sitting on the side of a freaking road with nothing. And what are you guys sitting here? You're my dad thinks that he's getting a freaking check from Sony. I'm gonna put that out there because you're not getting that check. If you come across this video, I'm gonna need you. You're not getting that. It was fake. Somebody, you would have been there already. And it's funny, the same industry that you talk about, you trying to run to. I'll leave it at that. But anyway, I didn't have time to be going through all that with them, because then I would have been vocal about it and it would have just made me upset leaving them. I didn't got time for that. There was a moment where, like, where I would have been like, you know what, let me brace myself for this and then go. And when I had time to do that, they sold their RV and I didn't know where they were. They didn't want to tell me where they were. Every time when I would call them, they'll be like, we're okay. Just know that we're okay. And, just stuff like that. They wouldn't even be like, we're in this city. They didn't even tell me what city they were in. I didn't know where they were. Once they sold the RV, it was like up in the air with that. I'm like, all right. And then that's when my dad called me asking me about some, oh, you gay? And then when I told him, yeah, he started crying and then got off the phone. And then it just kind of got weird with him after that, like them asking little questions and just like, just nothing that really mattered to what I had going on. They didn't really ask about how I was doing. They just asked about, they were like, if they were trying to figure out why I'm like this. And I just, don't talk to me if you're gonna be doing all that. I moved to Arizona. When I was bouncing all over the place, y'all. But when I moved to Arizona and I was working, I was waiting to clock out one day and my dad texted me and he was like, can I call you about something? And I was like, yeah, go ahead. I'm about to clock out right now. And he gonna say, before I ask you this, don't answer it too quickly. Like, really think about what you about to, really think about what I'm about to ask you. And it made me just think like, okay, go for it. He was like, has anybody touched you as a kid? And I'm like, no. He said, think about that real quick, girl. I thought about it and I said no. And he said, they try to bring up, I guess, this time where they had to take me to a hospital when I was a kid. Mind you, I don't remember this situation at all. And I remember a lot of doctor's appointments. I remember a lot of things. Maybe this could have slipped my mind. I don't know. But even at that, this is nothing to go off of. I guess I had like a bladder, like one of those UTI problems. I think that's what it is when like, it's like when you hold your pee. I know that this is what it usually happens because this happens to me currently because I be holding my pee in still. This is a bad habit, y'all. So when I was a kid, I used to do that a lot. And I guess I had like, it was hurting when I would go pee. So they took me to the hospital and that's what they said, that I had something like that. And they try to use that as some type of proof to something. And I was like, no. And they're trying to accuse somebody that they don't like in the family just to make them look even, just to get people to not like that person. They went to the extreme with this, for real. Even though, like, when he called me and asked me this, and I told him no, and I asked him not to, like, really go do anything, because he told me that he was gonna go and get investigators about this. And I was like, you don't need to do that, because this didn't happen. This didn't happen, please. Like, it did not happen. And I thought that they believed me. Until like a year and a half later, my grandma was calling me. Have you talked to your parents? No. And then on top of that, she's not even telling me that they're at her house. Until everything, she's fed up now. Now she's telling me because she's fed up with the things that they're saying at her house. They're saying that they're telling her what they told me and that they want to do something about it. And I'm like, dude, what the heck, bro? Like, I had to tell her, like, yo, no. She was like, I don't even want to tell the people that they're accusing because they don't even know that they're trying to do that. Because that's gonna like hurt them. And it's just like, bro, why are you guys going so hard on that? Nobody's worried about y'all in that way. And you guys are trying to damage somebody's life on something that didn't happen. And now my question to them, and if you guys watch this, if you guys feel so strong on this, why did you guys allow us to spend the night? Because after that quote-unquote hospital incident, we still was going over there. We still was around this person. And not around him to be all up in his face like that either, to say that. So, my question to you guys, where does that put y'all as parents? For knowing this whole time? Because you guys couldn't have just thought of this. And if you guys just thought of this, now it makes me even less to believe y'all. Because you're just thinking of something and running with it. Absolutely not. So, where does that put y'all as parents if that really did happen? I should hate you guys, really, if you guys let that happen to me and kept letting that happen to me by letting me go over there. And then blaming you guys for like my reasons of wanting to hide things from myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, that didn't happen. So you guys are just making things up, trying to destroy somebody's reputation, life. Because they're not going to go to jail over it. But just being attached to something like that is something like, why are you even attached to that? I don't know, because there's fucking crazy people out there. Sorry for cussing. But there's crazy people out there. And again, like, they cause all this, and I don't hear about it. I don't hear nothing of it. So I guess they chilled out. They left my grandma's house, and they ended up going to Atlanta, where my dad's sister is. I didn't even know that they went out there. Nobody knew. They just left my grandma's house. My grandma didn't even know that they went out there. They left her house and just went out there to visit his sister and ended up staying over there. Because then my cousin texted me. She was like, yo, do you know that your parents is out here? I was like, no. She was like, yeah, dude, like, they out here and they tripping. So y'all just going everywhere to people's house, starting problems and stuff. Not everybody's gonna lie on y'all. And for my whole time growing up, they would blame my mom's side of the family for a lot of stuff. And there's nobody on my mom's side of the family that is present on my dad's side of the family to be like, yeah, let's influence any type of behavior, you know, to make us seem untrustworthy. And there's nobody over there to like be the bad guy. Okay? So all this is coming from my dad's side of the family. Not everybody's lying on you guys. Not everybody that got something bad to say or their perspective on you guys is... Not everybody's lying. You're leaving a bad taste in people's mouth everywhere you guys go. And she gonna tell me that one day my little brother hugged my dad, and I guess my brother told him, I love you, Dad, and hugged him. My dad gonna tell him, you need to be stronger than that. And I believe that. Because that's something he would have told me growing up. When I'm showing, like, I love something, like, I care, or, like, I'm, like, being a kid and just, like, wanting to show you love. He would come in and be like, you're being weak. Yeah. Like, for real, like, we'll just sit there and be like, there's so much things that my dad has done to me to make me feel like, dang, you really mean, like, the way you put it, am I weak? Like, for real. And they wonder why I didn't want to just text them, or like, you know, I wanted you guys to be, I wanted to be face to face with you as a man to show you that I wasn't afraid to tell you anything like this. And regardless of how he thinks of me, or like where this puts, like, regardless of anything, I know who I am. And there's nobody and nothing going to tell me who I'm not. I walk in shadows under skin. He's something. They all, both my parents, have literally driven themselves to madness over this. Accusing somebody of making my lifestyle the way it is. And then on top of that, like, having no contact really like that with me anyway, to really try to figure anything out. You guys are going off of your own assumptions and not asking me anything. And or when y'all do ask me, y'all don't want to believe nothing. And then lie to your sisters talking about something that you ain't never seen. You haven't seen us in years. You haven't seen me in years. They said that they haven't seen their other my other brother in years either. I don't know why. Like, they're liars. Because my brother lives out there in their area that they're in. I don't live nowhere near. I actually moved away from like my immediate family. I'm more closer to my man's side of the family. So I'm in the area over here and they're over there. They caused some drama within, like, I want to say the ending of last year, getting ready to turn 2026. They went to the person that they're accusing. They went to that person's house, started something. A fight broke out, cops called, all type of crazy madness over this. And when the cops came, they couldn't even tell them why. Why? If there was something so bad, if he did something, why he didn't tell the cops? This is what everybody's telling me. I wasn't there and I didn't see all this happen. So the story that I'm getting back, I'm like, why didn't they tell the cops then? That's my question. If you guys really believe that he did something, why not? Because it didn't happen. You guys are just losing yourselves over this. Unfortunate. And the things, by the time I got there, they were gone. I got on the phone with my little sister. They were walking in to the place talking crazy. My mom basically said F everybody. My dad, I'm hearing him mumbling. Apparently he just got beat up. Like, literally beat up. Bad. So he needs to sit there and think about all that. As of recent though, I haven't heard nothing. Like, after that incident, they really just stopped talking to everybody. They don't want no contact with anybody. And I started my self journey, and I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? Let me try to contact my mom and just be like, you know what? Let me let them know that I'm on my own journey. I'm okay. You guys don't even know that I'm okay, so I want you guys to know that I'm okay. I would like to know if you guys are okay, and then we can just leave it at that. We don't gotta talk no more. I was just going to spread my peace and love, and that will be my final thing that you guys can hear from me. Just know that I do have love for y'all. But when I tried to call my mom, it went to voicemail, and I called her on my immediate number, my number. And it rang, and then it hung up. Like she ended the call, like killed the ring. I was like, okay. So I called her on text. Now, this is 2 days ago, by the way. I called her on text now. She answers. She says, hello. I say, Mom. Hang up. You don't want to be bothered. You don't want the peace and love? All right. Then you don't have to receive it. And that just let me know. And I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not angry about it. It made me laugh, if anything. I was like, oh, so you are capable of answering the phone. And I just wanted, I can only picture her face when she was like, she's like, dang, like, you got your wish. And I don't expect to have nothing to do with anything at this point with you guys. I release you. You guys are no longer my parents. You guys are just my portals. A portal into this world for me to understand myself. And if my siblings do come across this video, I'm sorry that I might come off a little but I came to the point, like, you know, I did enough crying over this. I did enough wishing. I did enough praying to the Most High. It didn't work. So I just can leave it alone and go through my own journey. You guys don't exist. So with that being said, oh, my parents, not you guys as siblings, or the portals, your parents, I'm talking to my siblings, if you guys see this, your parents don't exist to me. But that's all I really got to say. I don't know, I think I hit on everything when it comes to the no contact. I do want to say this to people who go through similar situations. Gay people who just don't talk to their parents over them being just a wall. Don't let that affect you in how you go about your daily life, and don't let it affect the now. Those feelings that you may think that you have to react off of that, don't let it. Don't. Don't even low-key. Observe those feelings and look at those feelings that you are supposed to feel to that, and be like, really, what is this gonna do for me? And then step back into yourself and choose what you want to identify with at that moment. But I personally think you shouldn't identify with any feelings that you have with no contact parents. If they're no contact, leave them no contact. They don't exist. Move around and live your extraordinary life. Live a beautiful life. Breathe and know who you are. Okay? And with that being said, with all peace and love, I love you guys all. And if my parents see this, good luck out there. Peace.